The veteran Jason Myers will get this one started. And off we go from Foxborough. On the return, here comes Gibson. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They're going to be led out by their veteran signal caller out of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
If he's going to lead his team to a win, he has to be smart with his decision-making. The last thing you want to do is give the opposing team an extra possession solely because you got reckless with the ball. As long as he is calculated with those risks, I think they have a good chance today coming out on top.
Quick throw, taken in. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They'll run, and this is Ramondre Stevenson. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. We'll go right back to Stevenson. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
They'll try to run for this. It's Stevenson. They will have it at the 24-yard line. That's enough for a first down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
We're set now on first down. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He's got his big tight end, Henry. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
They'll run on first down with Stevenson. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. But I don't think he knows yet that this one is coming back. So holding is the call, and take that touchdown off the board. Operating from the gun is Brissett. Now he takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
On second down, here's a run with Stevenson.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. They'll look to run with Stevenson. Good blocking, and he's in. Ramondre Stevenson. Touchdown, Patriots. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
Joey Sly on now for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Pats will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Chenault. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Seahawks come on, and that means it's Geno Smith. What a story he's been. Real turnaround here in his 12th year now in the NFL. Came out to Seattle, backed up Russell Wilson the last 3 years. Greg, he has been the starter, and he runs this Seattle offense now.
He spent a lot of time, Mike, over these last couple days speaking to the media, and the thing that jumped out to me was just how confident he was in his team's preparation ahead of today's game. Now, only time will tell or not whether it makes a difference, but if his confidence is any indication of how they're going to perform, this could be a tough team to beat.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
On play action, Smith. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. It's 2nd down.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he is not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm. And then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball. And that's about as good as it gets.
They go play action with Smith. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he'll be taken down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. They'll run here, and it's Charbonnet. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Looking for that crease inside, and that did not break the play. No doubt about it. They are going to mark him short.
This offense is finding out the hard way, Mike. There is just not a lot of room to operate against this defense down near the goal line.
So they've been stopped twice at the 1. Can they break through here on 3rd and goal? They'll try and run with Charbonnet. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown, Seahawks.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to see the football for the second time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception, and the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The visitors' offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Starting this drive on the ground, here comes Charbonnet. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
A 2nd down throw for Smith. Off he goes. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Here comes 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Smith. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble 2nd reaction mode, and Let's also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Returnable from the 17. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Patriots offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll work the middle this time with Stevenson. And showing a little versatility as he takes this one forward up to the 34, a pickup of 9.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Stevenson. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Gino. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. The tight end Fant in motion. They'll try and run for this with Charbonnet. And he will have the Seahawks 1st down by a couple of yards, as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. Smith will give it to Charbonnet. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Off the play fake. Smith. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes, And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
From the gun on third down, Smith taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. Here's Michael Dixon now. He'll punt for the second time after hitting a beauty in his first effort. The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Now, Brissett. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
In the midst of a tight game like that, you're looking for every play that you can make to try to gain advantage. And if you can continue to get after the quarterback, disrupt the rhythm and timing of this quarterback in the second half, that could be the difference of you being able to pull away.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Brissett gonna throw. That's complete to Ramondre Stevenson out of the backfield. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Here is Brissett. He finds a man. That's Osborne. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
1st and 10. They'll run. Stevenson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Back to the drawing board for this run game, Mike. The offensive coordinator and his staff, they have to do a better job giving plays, giving opportunities to their offense to find success on the ground. Because right now, they have no answers for this defense.
It's the tight end Henry in motion. Here's Stevenson. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Here's a 3rd and 10. Now it's Brissett. He'll try to set up the screen to Stevenson. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Oh, he pulled it a bit, and that pass is left to the upright. It's no good. And the score remains tied at 7.
Off his foot, Mike, this ball was just never on target. He might have been hoping for it to work a little left to right, but it just didn't want to cooperate. It ends up staying wide left.
The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Charbonnet the back, and he goes straight ahead. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, they'll give it to Charbonnet. He'll work forward for a couple. Kyle Duggar there to make the play. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll go play action. It's Smith. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. They get 18 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's a toss, right side. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant. And once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Working out of the gun, Smith. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Gino's been around, knows how to slide and get out of harm's way after picking up the 1st down. Gain of 12 and a 1st down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
A give to Charbonnet. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll go again here with Charbonnet.
So you find yourself in 2nd and long. What you're thinking here as the play caller is just get this into a manageable 3rd down situation. But after that rush attempt and that big gain, they now find themselves in 3rd and short, which makes it nice. They can run or pass.
They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll go. Smith. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Tyler Lockett. Touchdown, Seattle. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, here comes Gibson. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Ramondre Stevenson and the Patriots getting set for their next drive. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. Open man, Demario Douglas. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Mike, you know what we used to call those plays? No, 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 yes. Because that's exactly what was going through the mind of the coach on the sideline when the quarterback decided to throw that ball into really tight coverage.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Brissett. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
We're set now on 1st down. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Brissett going to throw again. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. They can't imagine that a defensive coordinator would say, hey, we're just going to have one guy defend you all by himself. And after that last completion on the way back to the huddle,
that is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, New England.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Sly now for the point after. His kick is good, and the Patriots will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Here's Williams on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Seahawks offense ready to take over once more. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. Here's a run inside, and it's Charbonnet. He'll manage only a couple. Jelani Tavai there on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On the bootleg, it's Smith. Smith and Jigba left side, he's got it. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. This one finds Lockett down the left side. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now, Gino. He's going to air one out for Metcalf.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Smith from the gun on 3rd down. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
A first down throw for Smith. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
On 2nd down, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
From the shotgun, it's Smith. He'll try and get there on the ground. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This will be from 42 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So Myers back out there, had the field goal a moment ago, now set to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Gibson. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll run a draw now with Stevenson. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Operating from the gun is Brissett. He's going to run it. New England going to take their second timeout. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
The open man is Osborne. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Throw it, Brissett. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
To the air again is Brissett. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Demario Douglas. Touchdown, Patriots.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Out comes Sly for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Pats move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Jawan Bentley there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Gino. This one complete to his tight end, Fant. What about that? Out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A huge play just before the half. A gain of 57 yards.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end, but in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert first downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both, and when you have them, I don't blame the quarterback for looking his way.
He's down inside the 10, a gain of 4. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks cut the deficit down to 1.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Brissett. Now he'll air one out. And that one is caught. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report. We just saw a terrific first half from the well-traveled veteran Jacoby Brissett. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and You'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. On first down, they'll start with Charbonnet, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now give on the ground. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Drop play, and here comes Charbonnet. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
Here's 1st and 10. The tight end Fant in motion. First down, they'll keep it on the ground, and here's Charbonnet. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
The tight end Fant in motion. They go play action with Smith. Now he takes off. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
2nd and 7. Toss, right side, Charbonnet. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. A 2nd down throw for Smith. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the 3rd quarter.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, That's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
So Myers back out there. Had the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Gibson. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense and Jacoby Brissett getting set for their next drive. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. He'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Brissett gonna throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it. You start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Brissett. And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Patriots ready for the punt. And a pretty good punt there. The fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. The Seahawks offense and their running back set to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. Slot man in motion left. Starting this drive on the ground. Here comes Charbonnet. A good push from the defense. They get him down back at his own 10.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Smith will give it to Charbonnet. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Smith. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. He'll be stopped here short of the 1st down marker. Penalty flag is out as well. Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Patriots offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. On first down, they'll start out with Stevenson. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Boye Mafe in on the tackle. Second down and 8. Now Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. On fourth down, out comes the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run it on first down with Charbonnet. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Again, they'll give it to Charbonnet. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down. Smith to throw. He'll try to run for it. Gino's been around, knows how to slide and get out of harm's way after picking up the first down.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the first down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
Play action now. It's Gino. He's going to look deep here, looking for Rocket.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. To throw, Smith. Got a man, it's Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. A give to Charbonnet. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. They'll go again here with Charbonnet. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
They'll set up the screen to Charbonnet. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
And as a defensive coordinator, this just drives you nuts. You have a team in 3rd and long. You think you're going to go rush the passer. And what do? They change it up. They slip the offensive lineman out in front of the back and drop it off. And he picks up a big gain and converts the first down.
Smith now to throw on first down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
That's complete to lock it outright. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Myers back out there. Had the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. Jones now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. There's Osborne with the grab. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Working out of the gun here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. Two different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Big play coming up. This is third down. Reset. And this ball incomplete on third down.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. A tight end in motion now. On the handoff, it's Charbonnet. He's able to get away for one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That's Lockett. Downfield, he's got it. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. First and 10. Here's Charbonnet. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run with Charbonnet. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
The tight end Fant in motion. Off the play fake. It's Smith. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Smith from the gun on 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
So the pressure's on. Here's the veteran, Jason Myers. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one is off the mark. It is no good. And this lead will stay right where it is.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Patriots offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. They'll stick to the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The visitors' offense and running back Zach Charbonnet set to go again. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Lockett headed in motion. Off the play fake. Smith. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the fourth quarter, and that's a gift. And that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
Outright Smith and Jigba has it. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. From the shotgun, Smith. There's Lockett for the catch. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. Great run after the catch in the open field, a pickup of 24.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And it's the arm talent, Mike. It's on full display. His ability to step up in the pocket, get everything behind that ball, and throw a laser on a line accurately downfield. That's not a throw that all quarterbacks in the NFL are capable of making, and I think it was pretty good defense. Just turned out to be a better throw.
A first down throw for Smith. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed.
On the bootleg, it's Smith. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
You can see the receiver. He's pleading his case to the refs. He's saying, man, I was in bounds. I was able to get both in. But from our perspective, Mike, I think it's pretty clear he was not in bounds. I don't blame him for trying. If I was in his situation, I'm doing the exact same thing.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. That's the big tight end, Pharaoh Brown. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. They'll run here. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Operating from the gun is Brissett. He'll find Stevenson out of the backfield.
It's a great example of just the range that this linebacker has to be able to not only react quick enough to realize that running back was a threat to the flat, but to be able to have the speed to get there and bring him down for no gain.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The visitors' offense and Geno Smith getting ready for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. On 1st down, they'll start with Charbonnet. Oh, he coughs up the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get the penalty yardage and then some back and is very close to a 1st down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. On the ground, Charbonnet. The ball's out. They'll go play action. It's Smith. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
To say football is a game of inches may be an understatement after that last play. I mean, if he gets there just a little bit quicker, he can get 2 hands on it and reel it in. And instead of just forcing the incomplete, he could have had himself a pick.
Drop play, and here comes Charbonnet. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5. Third and long. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
They go play action with Smith. And the rush gets there. He'll be tracked down.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the 4th quarter. Massive 3rd down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now Charbonnet. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. So, it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He fumbled the football.
And there is the backbreaker, Mike. The one thing you can't have late in the ball game is a turnover. You're already you're up against the wall. You know you need a late score here to come back from behind. And let's give credit to this defense. They know they were a stop away from victory. And after forcing that late turnover, it looks like they're going to seal this one.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Charbonnet the back, and he goes straight ahead. New England going to take their 2nd timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Here's a run inside, and it's Charbonnet. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Here's a designed run, and he will take it in himself. Zach Charbonnet, touchdown Seahawks. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Myers now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
We're set now on first down. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
We're set to throw on second down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Not exactly the type of drive to write home about, Mike. 3 passes, 3 incompletions, no yards gained. And I really can't blame any of these fans who have continued to voice their frustration, especially after that last series of play calls.
That one on target, and Polk's got it. A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for fourth down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
Wow, how dangerous after the catch. That one goes for 27 yards in all. Here's first and 10. We're set, gonna throw again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Now, a big third down. Keeping it in the air. Here's Brissett.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either their ball or as a runner, and they're able to force fourth down.
Here we go. One final play. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.